Alright guys, welcome back. Making sure... Oh, okay. Weird. Okay, my microphone's acting a little weird. We're gonna be doing a brand new live stream today. God. I don't know why my microphone's, is my thing, sounding weird? We're gonna be doing a brand new live stream today. Hang on. Okay. I guess that's gonna work. Alright. Guys, welcome. We are going to be doing a brand new live stream. So, let's go ahead and continue on. So the goal today is that we're going to go ahead and try to acquire another company. We're going to be going for a pharmaceutical company by the name of Volteros, I think. Votros. We have 17% of the company under our wing right now, and then so we need to purchase 2 more shares into the company. We do have controlling stake over the Westlake company, the Woostlake. And then we have 3% of a steel company under the name of CC and Dwight. Actually, no. That is a what do you call it? A cosmetics company. So maybe we're gonna have like some really good control over the company, but I'm not gonna say no. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to go for a controlling stake. So these 2 other companies, well, we do have a third company which is not being shown due to a bug. So let's go ahead and come over here. We can request a bank loan. We have an F rating. Company risk level. But we can borrow up to $333 billion. We have a plethora of new facilities that are coming under construction. Plenty of factories are going to be in Texas. A lot of them outside of Houston. If you know anything about Houston, you'll know that they're like an industrial center. Guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever I do make it. Let's commission another investigation on a business, and let's go ahead and do this on... Can you raise prices, LOL? Yeah. So, I do have a question for you guys. If they were to if Eversim was to put, not really a limitation, okay, let's just say it clearly. If Eversim were to, for economic contracts as a country, when playing as a country, basically, if you were to only be able to create those contracts as a country whenever those sectors are nationalized, would that be a negative thing? What would your guys' thoughts be on that? Raise prices. So yeah, that's actually what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna raise prices real quick. Borrow $16 billion. Let's borrow $750 million. The trade deal is only between governments if in nationalized sectors. So basically the sectors themselves would be handling the contracts. So, and from a realism standpoint, the government never really actually handles contracts between economic sectors. Those are always handled by the company. Governments are enforcers pretty much. So from a realism standpoint, I think that it would be good. I mean, what I'm wondering about is how would that translate into actual gameplay? So I'm just kind of wondering about it. Let's go ahead and I'm on the edge of wanting to do a capital increase. I don't like doing capital increases. Arbitrators are facilitators, but ultimately the market's due to talking beforehand. Yeah, pretty much. much money do I have? 26. Purchase shares. We're gonna do Votros. You recommend me to buy this from the website? Yeah, the website is safe. Like, I've used their website before and they're fine. Let's do 3 billion. %. Let's do 2 billion. So we're gonna contribute $1 billion in cash and then borrow the rest. Okay, go ahead and send that through. Is there God mode? No. $66-43 in company growth. Good, good, good. But yeah, so pretty much like I'm just trying to decipher whether you guys would be like approving or disapproving of that setback.
The information agency has
whether you guys would be like disappointed or have a negative reception to such a change. Which, I mean, like, from a realism standpoint of like, oh, how does this actually work out in real life? Well, the companies take care of it, and just I personally am just kind of like trying to figure out a little bit more information. Rotros. Okay, so I got that. Would you then have to negotiate with that sector? How do you mean? Do you have any reservations about it? I think it would be cool. I think it's going to be good. My worry is about the community reception because I'm kind of like afraid like if they do that, then it's going to be like, oh, like they're taking features away from us, like convince them to sign a deal with another country and make a proposal. None of this is confirmed. I don't have too much information on it. All I know is that it says they're basically trying to figure out a change to the growth system. So economic growth is going to be completely changed from this next update, most likely. And anything I say, by the way, anything I say, take this with a grain of salt because this might not be the case. It might change, it might not even come to fruition. So anything I say is not confirmed or until the update drops. This is just from the information that I have. So that way you guys aren't taking anything out of context or something like that. Just don't take what I say too much to heart. So your administrative decisions still matter in foreign policy negotiations. So those would still have a handle on growth, but it's about the idea of signing contracts. So that would be restricted to your nationalized and strategic sectors. Strategic, I'm assuming, is going to be things like oil, maybe a couple of industrial sectors, military sectors, stuff like that. So that is still going to be available to sign contracts with as a nation. But whenever it comes to things like cereals or aluminum or something like that, then what that's going to do is that those contracts are going to be handled by the companies of the game unless you have nationalized that sector. Now, what my question is, again, like, would that be something that you guys are interested in? But someone said, someone said something. Can companies lobby the government to lower corporate labor taxes? I don't know. So anyway, what I have, the information that I have right now, I'm really hoping that I'm able to share it, but pretty sure he wouldn't tell me, or he'd clarify, like, don't. But if this is coming, then, you know, I think it's okay. So basically, I asked him, I said, is there any fix on the economy? Is there any fix on the upcoming feature? Just in case the music was too loud, I'm turning it down. So basically I asked him, I said, hey, is there any updates on the polls that you wanted me to hand out? Or is there any update on the economic issues? So basically he's probably going to have me start distributing some polls in the next couple of days, as far as he knows. He said they're still trying to discuss things. But I asked him about the economic issue, and then he said that he would have said something in the chat if there was a fix. So basically what he said after that, he was like, so nothing has been fixed yet. And then he said, we have to find a way to rebalance growth because head of state contracts will change. They will be dedicated to strategic and nationalized sectors, which does play its part in realism because, for example, producing and selling cars is something that companies handle, not the country itself. But this naturally reduces the number of sectors you can directly influence. What I'm a little worried about, and I've inquired this to him, I said, I clarified and I said, so contracts are only going to be available to nationalized sectors. Not all, but pretty much reading again makes sense. So then I clarified back and I said, so as for the economic sectors, I can see why this is, and I actually agree with that. My question is, how would we be pushing our economy to grow at this point? Will we receive some growth tools, or mainly focusing on tax policy to get growth up? So what my assumption is right now is that we're going to be way more heavily reliant on proper tax policy to actually 2.5 billion what is that, 13, it's 44, 45, 46, 47 3.5. So what my assumption is right now on how this is going to work is basically we're going to be heavily more reliant on things like tax policy in order to get growth up. And again, anything I'm saying right now is very much subject to change. Do not take what I'm saying and then don't take what I'm saying and then just take it in another way, I guess. Because this is at least as far as I know. Sometimes I do get like terminology fixed, and obviously there's a language barrier between me and Eversim. You a bit quiet. What? Bah, bah. Hang on. Because this is at least as far as I know. Doesn't seem as quiet, but I'll turn my mic up. Why was my gain all the way down? Weird. I just keep borrowing all this money. Or whenever this next acquisition comes in, basically we're gonna have our stock price is gonna go up a lot. Is this game playable now? We do have a major change to the economy coming in. So we're going to have products being available to be sold. We're going to be able to grow our sectors, but then we're also going to have reduced control over economic contracts, which is it's going to be debatable, but I'm going to wait and see how it works. I want to see how much my net worth goes up whenever this acquisition takes hold. All right, watch this. Oh, $70 million. So I believe, yep, we are now a pharmaceutical company. $77 million. We're about to be a $1 trillion company. $91 million is our upward trend on the market. Our current stock price is giving us a reason to smile. Compared to a year ago, we are making good progress on more than 50%. Many analysts are recommending buying our stock.
The agency has submitted.
And we are now a $1 trillion company. Each game you recommend ends being a disaster, bruh. But he's still mad about superpower. Trillionaire, yeah, I know. What the golf? New retail locations. Let's go ahead and increase our sales presence. What is the goal? Mostly I wanted to get my personal wealth. I wanted to get myself up into the couple hundred million or at least a billionaire status. Okay, let's go over to, I want to look at research. Which, since all of this has gone through, I'm going to go ahead and save the game. All right. We become a trillion dollar company and immediately lose that status. All right. So my net worth is at $92 million. So basically what we want to do is that we want to hold on to the share to our thing. I mean, we could get our share price up into like the $1,000 range. We'd be like the top company by market value. Perfection.
In light of this discovery, we should immediately create a new product to benefit from it.
I like how it stops. And we should immediately create a new product to benefit from it, which give us a clear advantage over our competitors. Ooh, I wonder what happens whenever I try to create a product. Let's go ahead and try. Votros. Which one was it? What was the name of it? Perfection of a medicine against diabetes. As part of our contract with Royal Power Supplies, one of our suppliers, the quantities are excessive given our current production volume, and this will cost us money, and we can no longer stock this surplus. We should renegotiate or terminate this contract with Royalty Power Supplies. Is that Alfred Batman? Yes, it was. There's a bank loan, F. Why is it an F? It's always an F. Revenue stagnated. Yeah, whatever. In the game, can we play as Germany and try new politics ways of Germany, or can we only play as a company? You can play as a company and a country, or you can play both. So, yeah, Germany's definitely something that you can do. Revenue stagnated.
In 1 year, our
I don't care. Okay. But yeah, you can play as Germany and you can manage their politics, economy, everything like that. So they're definitely on the table whenever it comes to interactability, you know. You can play as German companies, you can play as the German country or the German nation. You can play as any country in the world pretty much. So I'm the 33rd company in the world. But the game has a lot of bugs. This one does, yeah. Definitely does. But I personally think that it is worth it over the bugs, you know? I think people kind of like overplay the amount of bugs in this game.
The bulldozer.
Steam release? No. There will be a Steam release, just not right now. And no one knows when it's going to come out. Pre-tax revenue 196. What was my goal? Shit. We got a couple of months. I think we're about to undershoot our revenue goal. We're a company like Johnson and Johnson. P&G, it's a... They make shampoo. Procter... It's the Procter & Gamble company. They do a wide range of personal health and consumer health, personal care and hygiene products. So they do like shampoo, a lot of baby stuff, like a lot of baby products. Hang on. Brands. They make Love's diapers, Pampers, Bounce, Gain, Downy, Tide. They make the Bounty paper towels, Charmin toilet paper, Puffs facial tissues. They do the Always brand whenever they do Always, the feminine care pads. They do Tampax, the tampons. They own, damn, they have a lot of stuff. They own Gillette. They own Braun. They own Venus Gillette, or Gillette Venus. Aussie Head and Shoulders, Herbal Essences, Cascade dishwasher detergent, laundry products, Swiffer sweepers, Mr. Clean, they own that. Keeps going. Crest, Oral-B, Scope, Clear Blue, Metamucil, Pepto-Bismol, Prilosec OTC, Vicks, ZQuil, Native, Olay, Old Spice, Secret, Safeguard. This is not sponsored by P&G, by the way. Yeah, so like that's like the recognizable brands that that P&G owns. But for some reason, and I'm probably going to tell him this, like, but I mean, I don't even know if they have like the economic sector. Like, this company is made as a chemical company. Let me look. Is P&G a... Is P&G a chemical company? They have a chemical division called P&G Chemicals that manufactures and distributes oleochemicals. P&G Chemicals is a global leader in the oleochemical industry, and their products are used in many different industries, including personal care, pharmaceuticals, household industrial. Okay. Procter & Gamble Chemicals is a division within the Procter & Gamble that specializes in the production and distribution of oleochemicals. It's vegetable oils and animal oils and fats. P&G began producing branded products and starting with Star Glycerin, P&G's first brand. Developing a host of new facilities in North America, they developed a competitive global supply chain and absorbed most of the original business functions of greater P&G, specializing in the production of glycerin, methyl esters, alcohols, amines, fatty alcohols, and sucrose polyesters like cephos and olein. PGC supplies a variety of oleochemicals to companies around the world. So maybe, yeah, I mean, like, they produce it, so I mean, most of the stuff that they produce, I guess, would contain chemicals, but then at the same time, what is the definition of a chemical industry in the game? It's chemical industry is a large, important industry that produces a variety of products, including chemicals, plastics, and fertilizers. Converts raw materials, oil, natural gas, air, water, metals, and minerals into commodity chemicals for industrial consumer products. It includes industries for petrochemicals such as polymers, for plastics and synthetic fibers, inorganic chemicals such as acids and alkalis, agricultural chemicals such as fertilizers, pesticides, and herbicides, and other categories such as industrial gases, specialty chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. You build God. You build factories to go bigger. Pretty much, yeah, I mean, like, you have a lot of factories that you can start building. So, like, right here is one of my active, brand new chemical industry plants. And produce the chemicals here and then sign contracts to sell to other companies. So, if I go over to contracts, so there's 3 different types of things that you can do. So you can sign a contract with the vendor, you can sign a contract with the client, or you can sign a distribution contract. So a vendor is basically me purchasing materials to continue to produce my products. So like if I want to do pharmaceuticals here, so I bought the pharmaceutical industry. So like I can make plastics, or I can buy plastics from the Burrow Company. So they have all of this production, and then I consume 300 of it. So then I can go over here, purchase it, send it over, and then I have a client that I can sell my products to. So like, so I can go to Procter & Gamble, go over here, and then I can sell these products, chemicals, to industries. So then I can say, let's go ahead and sell chemicals over to the CC and Dwight Global Company, which is one of the companies that I am attempting to purchase, which is a perfumes company, cosmetics company. Johnson & Johnson. Whoa. Hang on. Right. Chemicals. Let's sell to Johnson & Johnson. Yep. They're going to be doing a lot. A lot. So then I do that, and then so I get 112,000. 1,000 million. Wait. Million, 10 million, 100 million, billion, $23 billion? Our two consortiums are competitors. We do not wish to work with you. Johnson & Johnson. Oh, I bought a pharmaceutical company, so now they don't want to give it to me. Annual total amount. So then I accept. So then, if I wanted to go over here, then I could say, well, if they don't want to work with me, then I can go and just buy out Johnson & Johnson. So I can go over here, find Johnson & Johnson. Then it'll say the minimum amount of money that I have to offer in order to purchase Johnson & Johnson. So the best thing to do is that you have to offer, you're basically paying everyone for the shares that they own, so like if I, like current stock price, I bought it at $100. Then the stock price is at 232, but then I can come in and they can say, hey, I'm gonna buy out your company. Wait. Okay, let's do a better example of this. Abbott. Wait, I thought I was looking at buyout bid. Okay. So, Abbott. So then, you know, if I bought it at $150 and then it's at $159, me selling it at $159, that's not really that profitable. So I can offer and say, okay, like, I'm going to offer you guys $400 a share for that. And then so basically how it works is that I can either buy it cash, or I can say I can buy it cash or I can borrow it, but then it's the contribution amount. So basically this is the amount of money that you are going to be spending on a buyout bid. Usually it gets really big and like really big news story in the United States whenever it comes to that. So like I know there's like I can't remember how much it is, but it's like a $20 billion merger between Kroger and Albertsons that's kind of all over the news right now. And the reason that the larger it is, it's kind of like the difference about the larger it is, it's basically just the bigger the company. And then it's mostly also everyone always worries about what do you call it? Monopolies. Let me see. Kroger, Albertsons. Yeah, so there's like a lawsuit going on right now, basically saying that if they merge, then they're going to start increasing the prices of things. It says Kroger Albertsons merger will increase cost for shoppers, which is a quote from the FTC chair. If the company is not checked by competition, it won't have an incentive to pass those benefits on to customers because consumers may not have anywhere else to go. Trial over whether Kroger-Albertsons merger should proceed concluded on Tuesday, with attorneys for the grocery chains arguing that efficiencies built into the deal would give them a fighting chance to provide a more affordable alternative to consumers in face of competition from retail giants like Walmart, Costco, and Amazon. You buy raw stuff to create stuff in your factories to sell a better product to the other. Kind of. So, like, you're playing as one company, and then you'll buy products to have a better... See, that's the actual thing. I'm not familiar with how these change, because I've been able to play for a year without signing a vendor contract, and then nothing really happened. But a lot of that could change whenever we get the economic update. So I'm looking forward to seeing how economic growth is going to change, because economic growth is going to undergo a big change in this next update. Commerce opening. Let's look. Proctor. That's weird. The weird thing is like I wasn't able to open retail outlets as Procter and Gamble until after I bought the pharmaceutical companies. So, oh, okay. Game's starting to act a little finicky, so I'm afraid of like losing my save. But yeah, I wasn't able to build commercial office buildings until after the acquisition of the Votros company. So I don't know if that's a bug or something. Right. Bah. I went to the casino last night. Stayed up until like 5 in the morning and went to the casino and I won like $400 off of a machine. It was so funny. I like freaked out because I was just like I've never really won more than like $70 off of a machine. And whenever that happened, I was just like, I saw 300 and I was just like, oh. It was like 396. So it was like $4 short of $400. So ended up spending another 40 of it and then called it a day. So put it aside, just saving it. I'm currently not working right now, so having $300 in cash in case of an emergency is going to be very nice. Annual report. depreciations. Financial assets, $32 billion. Funds, $54 billion. Reserves, $131 billion. Ranking of wealth. I'm number 374. I have gone up 165 places. So I am $91 million net worth. I think once I get up to like the $700 or $800 once I get up to the $700 or $800 share price, I'll be a billionaire. We'll actually get ourselves to the end of the year because there is going to be a massive jump whenever it comes to the share price, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how much my net worth goes up. The goal of my stream of this little series right here is mainly to get myself to be a very rich man. Ooh. Look at all these German companies coming over to the United States. I'm very worried right now because I don't know if we're going to be able to hit our revenue target. Because we're at $200 billion pre-tax revenue, and our payment of dividends, consolidated revenue, we are $13 billion behind our revenue goal. $202 billion. All right, let's go ahead and start hitting our targets by creating new sales centers. Sales branch. Let's do 15 of these and put them in Atlanta, Huntsville, Birmingham, Charlotte, Norfolk, Richmond, DC, Chicago, Toledo, Cleveland, Montgomery, Jacksonville, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, and San Jose. $3 billion. $2 billion. $3.6 billion. Go ahead and hit that, and then we'll respond by increasing our prices. Okay, actually, that did not sink ourselves into a negative net results. Contract. All right, we're closing in on our revenue target. Revenue, pre-tax revenue, $204 billion. We need to get to, what was it? 213. So we are about $9 billion away from hitting our revenue target. If we can at least go past that target just a tiny bit. Arc Trooper, how are you? We need 17,000 people right now. Once we hire all these people, I'm going to go ahead and do a team building operation. And then I think we should be good on trying to get our sales and recruitment up. Only
The
1,700?
fairs are over. New employees will be hired within 2 weeks. These results are a little disappointing compared to our expectations. There could be various explanations. Too many fairs organized in
United States and Taiwanese head of state signed historic economic contract between the two countries for a total of $1.03 million. Oh, Artemis is getting ready to lift off. Elections in Congress. Capitol Hill remains Democrat. Do we have a winner in the United States presidential elections? Increases. Hyson Echo increases its presence in Germany with the opening of two facilities. Oh, I love that. I need to take a screenshot of that. All right. Politics. Renewal fee. Nomination in 14 days. Well, we have a very democratic government now. Our current stock price is giving us a reason to smile. Compared to a year ago, we are making good progress at more than 59-60% up. Many analysts are recommending buying our stock. So Westlake has $8 billion cash on hand, And I have $33 billion. It's now December. Is there a god mode? No. The reason you guys hear me being so quiet, by the way, it's literally just me concentrating. I'm just trying to get to the end of the year. We are about to surpass our revenue goal here. Good. Got a protest. Pre-tax revenue, 212 versus 213. So we need to get past 213. And then we should be good. We have about 10 days to do this, so we're just barely meeting our revenue goal. And you're gonna see my stock price just soar as soon as we get through. Speaking of, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase shares into another company. Get some of the windfall off of that. Pepsi. So I just threw $5 billion into the Walgreens company. And depending on what it looks like after the new year turns over, I'm going to go ahead and sell that. And I just get the profit.
I see the tower.
Request a bank loan. A. Let's ask for a $1.5 billion loan. Get it in 4 years. Yeah, 3 years. 3%. Now let's do a $2.5 billion loan. Interesting. So we have that loan. Let's go to modify prices, medicine. It's going to increase the price of our medicine to $50. Interesting. $215. They're great. So we've surpassed our revenue goal. That's a good thing. All right. 1231. And watch this. So $94.5 million. Watch what happens whenever we go into the new year. $94.5 to... Just doing all the calculations. Come on. Come on. Annual data update. $105 million. Albert, how are you? 115. Share price is up. Market value is up. Management of Procter and Gamble.
Company results are excellent. We're proud to have you as the head of the group.
Oh, that is so funny. Our freaking... our shareholders representative is literally Warren Buffett. I always wondered what happened to him. Okay. You're up 6 places. I am worth $126 million. Operating losses. 57. Go forward a couple of days.
Our stock.
Damn. $151 million. What's going on? General fees. 64. 5. Upward trend. Damn, that stock price keep going up. Oh. $181 million. I don't know what's going on with our net results here. So, whole consortium. This is just my perspective. Is there no one ever hyped about this game? There's no exciting projects on YouTube. Well, the projects are gonna come out whenever these bugs get fixed, because there's just no point in making a project about Geo-Political Simulator 5 until it is fixed. Once these product bugs and sector bugs are fixed and tested and good to go, I will start on a series for this game. I'm going to do 2 series probably simultaneously. I'll try to do it simultaneously. Basically, one of them is going to be a company, the other is going to be a country, or I could just do it where it's like, where I just do the game mode where it's both. Okay, I guess this is calling for like all of my prices to get increased. So we're gonna go for $15,000 for our chemicals. Westlake, we're gonna do 13.5, and medicine, I'm just gonna max it out here. $11, 89%, 29%, yeah. $2 trillion company. We're probably going to have enough money to sell consortium shares, CC, WBA. Did that work out the way I wanted it to? $5 billion. Got about $1 billion off of it. Should I keep? Should I keep and try to purchase Walgreens? WBA, Vitros. How much am I worth now? Almost $200 million. So we'd probably have to get our share price up into the thousands.
We are in the top 10 of the worldwide ranking of companies. A very exclusive club for the world's elite. And first place is not attainable. So let's give ourselves a way to dream a little.
We're at $527 billion in revenue. Pre-tax revenues, 220. Tax avoidance. Let's see. Vitros. 33 billion. We need devs who are also insiders. Oh, we pretty much have that with Pericles. He's pretty much our little insider now. He gives me a lot of really good information. Procter and Gamble, Westlake, Votros. They can borrow up to $16 billion. Loans to be paid. Let's go ahead and give them a... Let's go ahead and give them a $1 billion loan. Could we? Okay. So something else is happening. We just went up 60-something points. Seriously? Budgets. Subsidiaries, $3 billion. Salaries, $19 billion. It's not really that up that much. 6% cybersecurity.
I should warn you about our revenue, which has not stopped dropping. During the last year, it has...
Wait. I lost $103 billion in 2024. Holy shoot. I'm just gonna set it for $25 billion and we're not gonna be as like... With no company within the consortium having made any profit, no dividend payment is foreseen. Let's ask for $1 million. You know what? Actually, since there's like no profits, I don't think they're gonna they're gonna buy that. 2.5. Say 20. I'm gonna see what happens at the end of the month. I don't know why my net results right now are so negative. Regarding your goals for last year, we are basically there, so your stock premium will be paid out to you. Regarding the objectives for the coming year, they are quite good. We can't wait. The forecasted profit is incredible. Salary one is a little too high in my opinion. In our opinion, after liberation, they set my salary to a more modest level, which is 698,000, so 2,000 below what I asked for. The bonus for meeting objectives you propose is entirely reasonable. Which is $2 million. After some deliberation, the board has approved the amount you will receive in shares if the objectives are met. And then so they renewed my contract, even though like I'm in a very sticky situation right now. I don't know what's going on. I probably might have to do a capital increase. So 37. Oh, nope, we're good. Lotros. I'm so confused right now, man. I'm like going schizophrenic. Wait. Chemicals made in the United States. Oh. Might be because... Weird. Okay, so that's why... Because all of the sales are down? All of the sales are down except in the United States, which I think I might have seen this being reported. Okay. I'm gonna report this as a possible bug, but it might be me overstepping. I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna report it to them. Shit. I'm gonna save it and report it to them, and I'm just gonna say like, hey, like if you guys have a chance, like, can you tell me what I did wrong? We're saving this now. All right, guys. As this saves, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up right here. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever I do make it on the channel. Why is my personal wealth at 5,000? What happened to my wealth? No! 4 million. What happened to my money? Yeah, I'm definitely sending this in. Anyway, guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever I do make it to the channel. And I will see you guys in the very next video. I got a couple of videos that I'm working on, so I will try to get those out this week. So look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching this with me today, and take care.